I don't even have words. Like it's so hard for me to make this video. Hall monitor Tatum is a fucking embarrassment. I thought Clarence Thomas was the biggest coon we would ever see in our lifetimes, and I still believe that full sin. But this hall monitor Tatum guy, what the fuck? If Clarence Thomas is the biggest coon of our lifetime, Hall Monitor Tatum is his fucking general, leading the coon armies to this delusional warfare that they're waging upon everybody else. I don't fucking know. But this guy hates himself. Hall Monitor Tatum hates himself. He looks in the mirror and breaks down in tears because he's a black man. In my humble opinion, I think that being black on this planet is as close as it gets to having superpowers. Do with that information what you will. But the reason why people like me get so disgusted at people like Officer Tatum is I'm in an interracial relationship, right? And you got these dumbass motherfuckers that assume that I'm not pro-black because I'm in an interracial relationship. Shut the fuck up, right? But the same way that non-racist white people will look at racist white people acting a goddamn fool and they'll go, can you please shut the fuck up? You're making all of us look bad, you fucking idiot. It's the same way how me and my interracial relationship will look at Officer Tatum and his relationship and be like, what? Sorry, line leader Tatum, I'll look at him and his relationship and be like, what the fuck are you doing, you tap dancing coon motherfucker? You're making the rest of us look bad. He adds weight to the people that say that people in interracial relationship aren't pro-black. Hall Monitor Tatum adds weight to that opinion, and it pisses me off. I am so pro-black. That's a whole nother fucking 8-minute, 20-minute, 45-minute video about how fucking pro-black I am. But this Hall Monitor Tatum motherfucker, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? This is somebody who is a full-blown advocate for white proximity. He believes that the closer he is to the white community, a specific part of the white community, you know what I'm talking about. He believes that the more he is accepted by this specific part of the white community, the better his life will be. And it's so easily seen in all of his words and his actions to where I don't even feel sad for the guy. I'm just full-blown disgusted. Rarely do I see a man hate his black skin as much as Officer Tatum hates the fact that he is a black man. That motherfucker is one of a kind. Truly, genuinely one of a kind. I believe he wakes up every single day and prays to whatever God he serves that one day he will wake up and be a white man. Officer Tatum is a fucking embarrassment. One of the biggest reasons why I say that is because all you have to do is want justice for Nolan Wells. One of the easiest things to fucking do. One of the most normal responses there is when it comes to the Nolan Wells case. Want justice. Seek justice. Stop trying to back up and enforce their cover-up. Stop trying to make it seem like, oh, people just die. This motherfucker got on Jubilee and is pushing the whole black people are the most violent in this country type shit. But you have to per capita it for that to make even a remote amount of sense. People genuinely believe that the minority is responsible for the majority of violence. I hate this cherry picking type shit where people like Hall Monitor, line leader Tatum motherfuckers, they will notice all of these faults in the community of people that they don't like while simultaneously ignoring similar or other faults in communities that they try to align themselves with. Let me say that again. Motherfuckers like Hall Monitor, line leader Tatum will somehow notice and put a spotlight on all these faults that exist within the communities they dislike while somehow simultaneously ignoring similar or other faults that exist in the community they are trying to align themselves with. The cherry picking to push a false narrative is one of the most pitiful things I have ever experienced in my entire life. Where else do we see this? We see this from right-wing conservative motherfuckers where they say the Democrats are crazy, the leftist liberals are domestic terrorists, etc., etc., etc. And then they'll try to speak out about fraud and pin it on Democrats. They'll try to speak out against all these objectively negative things, but then they only want to pin it on the Democrats while ignoring all of the instances where that same thing exists on their political side that they want to align themselves with. That shit is so crazy to me. If you can notice these things over here, how the fuck do you ignore those same things over here? So if you try to say, oh, the black community is so violent, how do you ignore the violence that exists on or in the white community? If you want to say, oh, the left is so violent, how the fuck do you ignore the violence that exists on the right side of politics? It's this cherry picking to push a false narrative that it genuinely breaks my brain. Hall Monitor Tatum hates being a black man. That's why he is actively backing up all of these false narratives that you hear from racist white people as they try to dehumanize and tear down the black community. They ignore all the bullshit that exists in the white community, yet they have so much to say about conversations that may need to be had in the black community, while they say nothing about their own community. Because if you put the spotlight over here, it helps you push your false narrative that the black community is just this domestic problem that needs to be dealt with. And then we see Officer Tatum, a black man, doing that exact same thing. That's how deep his white proximity runs. He genuinely, shut the fuck up. These motherfuckers call me every goddamn, shut the fuck up. This Hall Monitor Tatum motherfucker, he is fully engulfed in this mindset that is, the more I am accepted by this community of white people, the better my life would be. And every video he's posted, every interview he's had, every podcast episode, every time this motherfucker opens his mouth, what I just said is on full display. This motherfucker is Captain Coon. This is the motherfucker who would sprint to the slave master and tell on runaway slaves. This is the motherfucker who would go out of his way to fuck up Harriet Tubman's entire operation. This is the motherfucker who would gain freedom if he was a slave and then ask the master if he could stay in the guest bedroom. It's that motherfucker. I still think Clarence Thomas is the number one coon we will ever experience in our entire lifetime. But boy, oh boy, does fucking Hall Monitor Tatum give Clarence Thomas a run for his fucking money. Go watch that Jubilee episode with line leader Tatum and everybody else. That man hates being a black man. It is so pitiful to see. It is so fucking pitiful to see. I'll end this video by saying this. To the black men watching this video, to the black people watching this video, I don't care how many people in this lifetime try to convince you that you are something less or that you have some type of obstacle to overcome because of your black skin. If you need to hear it from anybody, hear it from me today. You are incredible. You are capable. You are powerful. You are talented. You are skilled. You are intelligent, and you matter. I don't know how the fuck we live in a world where all of these nations just collectively decided to point the finger at us and say that we're the problem. But don't sit there and look at yourself in the mirror and let that bullshit allow you to develop some self-hatred for yourself. You are powerful. You matter beyond measure. You are so incredibly talented. And that's why you see these people that claim to hate you. It's just pure jealousy because of how talented you are. Your intellect, your skill set, what you bring to the table, what you're capable of is immeasurable. So to the black men and to the black women watching this video, do not ever let some racist motherfucker convince you that you are anything less than what you are. Your capabilities, what you have access to, the things you can overcome, the things you can do are incredible. And people are aware of your potential and what you can accomplish, and it frightens them. And that is your power.